been a little minute since I've done a live stream or any videos like that, so yeah. Just thought I'd make a little live stream. Don't know why I sound like a southerner right there, but who cares? On my own Toyota. So beater. It's actually pretty good. Stop. There. But anyway, the other day, thought I was bored, so what I did was pretty good. Oh, my brother was on the old Mini. I had bought a mini excavator. We've been using it and using it and using it and using it. So, yeah. But anyway, the other day I was bored and, kind of was in destruction mode. So, what I did was, first of all, I took the Mini, randomly picked up what's left of a S10 dash and dropped it on top of the Suburban. Why? I don't know. But, yeah. So, oh crap, I zoomed in. There we go. But, yeah, I'll show you what I did the other day. Come on. There we go. So, just a little messed up. This was an S10 cab that we pulled off of a frame for a drag truck. We weren't using the cabs for a drag truck, we were using the frame. But, I think that was for, if you guys watch Redneck Off-Road Recovery, watched before it got taken down. Yeah, we had no white Chevy Suburban. So, yeah, that's how that happened. But, as you can see, if you were in here when it happened, you'd probably be dead because there's the top right there. And there's a steering wheel, so you could probably lift your. So, but you can see that. Hold on. Come on. So anyway. Oh crap. You can see the brake pedal is wedged against the. Or the. No. There we go. Got it out. So yeah, you can see the floorboard is a little bent. I rolled it on the side and I sat in the passenger side. So, yeah, and then I kind of monkeyed up the door a little bit. Don't worry, this whole truck was rusty, or this cab was rusty. So it wasn't nothing special, it was an old 89 S10. So, there's no reason anybody should hate about it, or get all butthurt about it. Just an 89 S10, you can find these freaking things anywhere at a junkyard. There's the old thing. And you can see here is like the top of the back. It would probably go right there. And now it's wedged against the seat. So I think that's the seat. Yeah, it's wedged against the seat. So and there's the dash right there. So just a little monkeyed up, but when we get the big excavator back, I'm just gonna grab it, pick it up, and Maybe. And I'll probably squish it. Which I dropped it from like 10 foot right on its roof with the telehandler. And then I dropped this 4-cylinder on top of it. And I'll probably, after that, pull all these trees out with the Mini. And let her, I don't even know. But, oh yeah, pick that up. And we can say the reason it's crushed is because we fell on it from the sky. I don't even know. So yeah. We'll probably squish this one too. This is the old Spitfire I've been beating on for the past couple of years. Finally almost done. And this was a S10 Blazer. I mean, you could actually tell what it was before my dad picked it up with our other excavator, the big bad one. Oh, you can still see. But anyway, yeah, it was an old V6 Blazer. S10 Blazer. My dad with the big giant, he just kind of like, just kind of like that, like Matchbox cars. Oh crap! Yeah, melted the old valve covers. What if the valve springs are good? I'm gonna get a valve spring tester out here. This is what is left of the radiator. And you can see where the radiator was plugged in at. And let's go to the other side. The old black Chevy tailgate. I picked it up. I've been doing a lot with the Mini lately. It looks like a pretty beefy tire. Got demolished by a fire. Okay. But yeah, you can really pick off pieces of aluminum from the rim. So yeah. By the way, this was my first truck. Yeah, it's a little take it to Badlands all the time. Or not all the time, every once in a while. But every time we go, take this. We got a set of Super Swamper boggers for it too. We did do an engine swap, the same engine, because we blew the old one up. What happened was, this was like back when it was sitting super low. It's pretty high right now. But anyway, my brother was driving it, and he decided to take it through the mud hole, and knocked the radiator hose off. Kept driving, said, "Oh well, it'll buff out." Well, about 10 minutes later, I started making that sound. So we knew something was up. Well, then we tried to fix it. Then, I mean, it didn't knock anymore. But then the next time we went, it made the sound again. So yeah, then we decided to just change the motor. So that's what we did. Another 22 RE 4-cylinder, great motor. It's got a little bit of a hood scoop just for looks. Is nothing. I don't have any cutouts or anything like that. As you can see, it was blue. It was on a Chevelle. Now it's on a Toyota. So, I need to tighten these tap screws, or whatever you want to call them. Down a little bit, but other than that, she's on there. Light bar does work, change colors. That is locking hubs. I think that's what they're called. But anyway, I'm trying to remember. Did I do any videos on this thing? I don't remember. Thought I did, but never know. So, a little thing has the valve stem cap. These are like, we call these chicken lights. I don't know. The semi. Can't put them on anything, but. It's a dual tank. Can't put more than a quarter tank in it because it'll leak out. Fires right up first crank. You know, good little rig. EFI. Take the exhaust off. It sounds like Evan's Camry. Clappity clap tractor sound. It don't sound bad. It's just freaking loud and obnoxious. But yep, we got a nice muffler on it with the stack. Did this roll cage ourselves. I painted it. And we painted the truck. Used to be red. I do have a picture of it before we did all the crap. But this is a live stream, so I put the picture up. And of course, since this headlight is gone, we got the little rag. Blocks any mud from going in the intake. So it works. This is a new intake because, or air box, whatever you want to call it. But so one day, you know, we were wheeling at Badlands, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna go hit that hole." But anyway, and I did. So then, it was a lot deeper than I expected. This was back when I had boggers on it, which I still have the boggers. It's just as I don't really want to tear them up in this freaking old abandoned junkyard thing, which is now our impound yard. So, put these old 34s on them. I mean, the boggers are some beefy tires. I mean, they're thick. We got them for friggin' $600 with bead locks. I mean, they're probably from here, this wide-ish. Pretty big. I'm missing a lug nut, but nothing too major. So, yeah. So, The old S10 Triumph and the S10 Blazer. Got the mirror off of this S10. Got an old Pool Ranger back there. Go and shut the hood and drive around front. And you're probably wondering, oh, why wasn't it starting earlier? Well, here's your answer, because I had the MAF sensor unplugged. So it'll fire up and run now. See? MAF sensor. This is my baby. Runs good, drives good. I ain't driven it for a while. This is the first day I've driven it in a good month. I mean, I've driven it to like move it around, but other than that, I haven't driven it for a little bit of a while. Oh, it's about out of fuel. Oh yeah. Usually it's like boom. Not. Oh yeah. Oh crap. Come on. Run. Come on. Come on. Come on. My old 22R here. Don't run out of fuel. Come on. Alright, at least I want to make it to here so it's not in the way. Hey, we can back up. Yay! Alright. Ow! Come on, get in there. There we go. We're back. So, yep. Couple glasses. Just just for reference. This is for the people that don't know what an F10 Blazer is. That's what that old burnt down car is supposed to look like. Except that one's two-door. So, yeah. A little bit of a difference. Just a little bit. Go ahead and throw her in 4 low. Come on. No, honestly, it's been a little minute since I've driven this thing. Usually I'm either driving the Farm Ranger or the farm truck. They're both stick shift. So, literally, when I first started driving this thing, I went and just did that. So, yeah. It's been a minute. I'll just park. I'm doing a YouTube live stream. What?
I'm going home. See you later.
See ya. Alright. Thank you, Bonky, Daddy, Donkey, Donkey, Daddy, Cry, thank you, Bonky. Oh, crap, that scared me. Oh, crap. Oh, no. I knew that was coming. I knew the radio. In case you're wondering, you're probably like, oh, why haven't you been doing videos on the Dirty Dodge? Where's the Dirty Dodge been? Well, I just got it back running. I had a little bit of a conniption fit. So, we're back. Now, I'm kind of having second thoughts about the head gasket being blown because there's no milkshake in the antifreeze. So, I mean, this thing's still muddy from New Year's. Like, as far as the inside goes, all this freaking mud on the dash and that there and everywhere. Ugh. That was a nice Dakota. I mean, before it got wrecked. I mean, it was a friggin' small block Dodge race something. You know, you're probably like, oh, it has a small block Dodge. Well, that's the same freaking motor as this does. And, I mean, this thing sounds decently healthy. It don't sound like no race truck or nothing like that. But, dude, I mean, it holds this thing for pretty good. And let alone a freaking however heavy or however light freaking Dakota. I mean, those things are light. And that thing has a freaking small block Dodge in it. So, I'm going to say it'll get going pretty good. I think I ain't gonna cut the exhaust off. I don't want it to sound like a freaking clappity clap squatted truck. I was gonna put Flowmasters on it, but I think the old OGs are good enough. So, yeah. I'll do a little update on the Dirty Dodge. Everything just sounds loose on this thing. Now, the brakes went out, so here's my brakes. We need something like a bungee cord or something to hold this up. So, just I'll have to pull that. So, pretty nice. Super winch sticker. What's okay. Yeah. Got the old Dodge V8 Magnum small block. You call it 360 cubic inch, I think. Probably should put a bumper back on this thing because it's only a matter of time before I don't know my freaking brake job fails and I hit something or a freaking bird or something runs into my freaking what is that, the intercooler or AC condenser or something like that. So gotta get that fixed, put a bumper back on it. But go ahead and okay, it's not coming loose. Now I'll wait. I was gonna hook the horn back up because the last time I had this thing running, it just would not stop going. So it just kept going. So I had to unhook it. And that was the only way I could stop it. So yeah, so it's been unhooked, and I was gonna hook it back up, but just decided not to. Here's all my childhood toys in the bed of this thing. Seems like all these Dodge trucks have frickin' dents in the tailgates. All of them. So, that ain't good. Probably shouldn't be on its sign like that. But anyway, I think I got this for Christmas or something. I just put that on there. Bumper's a little rusty, but I ought to buff out. Okay. Well, these old tail lights I pulled out of the old red Cummins, the old red mud truck. But yeah, these fancy tail lights don't work in honky Dodges like this. One fell out, freaking broke. I was doing donuts at my house back when this was at my house, which I'm sure you guys remember that. Good old days. The reason I brought it back was I was originally gonna paint it. I was gonna leave white on the bottom and then gray, of course. But to about here, you can kind of see a little body line there. But to about here, I was gonna paint it red up, just like our old dually. Yeah, we have a dually that's painted. Like I wanted to paint this, but we'll wait on that. Probably be a bright idea to get a what do you call it? Tailgate. Before we do any of that jazz. It's got some like wagon wheels, like Jeep wheels, whatever you call it. For the old, the old Jeep CJs. So we got the old Dodge center caps. Got some old trail mark tires. That's why every time I freaking barely turn, it goes. Not the. Ugh. These things are pretty much drag slicks. I mean, they're a little low treaded. These, they're better, but not much. Yeah, like drag slicks. Probably be a bright idea to put these right here on the back and those on the front. Because these ones have quite a bit more tread. I'm assuming those probably were the back tires for whatever those things were on. Some old tires that I found. Just threw them on here. First I threw them on the Mud Killer. Then Mud Killer went bye-bye. So now they're on this. Got some $100 eBay headlights I threw in here. $100 eBay grill. Oh, I freaking scratched them. Who cares? It'll buff out. Of course, you got that light. It's not Super Winch brand. I just put that sticker on there. It's just a cheapy plastic grill. Nothing fancy. This is bone stock. I mean, this was an old abandoned vehicle that bone stock. Nothing done as far as suspension. Bone stock. How they fit, I don't know. But we're probably gonna put a good lift on it just so we can have some clearance. Just a little tiny lift. What's this thing has lift blocks? I mean, like even from the factory. It looks like it. I don't even know if there's like no lift blocks or what. But yeah, it was just an old ugly old Dodge truck. Wouldn't have, it was pretty cool looking, but still. I was gonna actually tow my vehicles around with this. Let's say if they ran out of gas or something, I'd just go hook up the trailer. Bring this old bad boy out here. Hook him up. Boom, but then I got the bright idea to turn it into a mud truck. So that's what we did. What happened was, this was an old impound vehicle. So the police, they put stickers on these trucks, and they say, what they say, they put a sticker on it that says, this vehicle is abandoned, blah, blah, blah. Tow company will pick it up in 7 days. Whatever. So, Well, they never did come move it, so here it is in our tow yard. Well, 4 or 5 years later, yes, it's been sitting here for all that freaking time. I mean, ever since it got here, I was like, I really want to get that truck. I really want to get it. I really want to get it. So one day, seen my brother, because I thought that the police were just storing it here for auction, like to sell it in an auction, but I was wrong. My brother put it in the what do you call it? Junkyard pile for the cars to go to the junkyard when they get junk title or clean title or whatever. Well, I saw this going to the junkyard pile and I was like, what the heck? And then that time it actually was not junk and it was a white Dodge Ram that he was getting. It was actually a Ram van. So, yeah. Then a little bit of time goes by, probably in mid 2021. I saw my brother hauling it to the junk pile again. And I was like, here we go again. So then it actually really was junk that time. Or clean title or whatever. So I was like, I can't let it go. I mean, I've been dreaming about that truck. So, I was like, okay. So I had an old black Chevy truck, an old beater of a 90s Chevy. And it had lived its life. I mean, it was pretty bad. So, decided, hey, so we put that in the junk pile, brought this one out. I shoved it in the shop with the old wrecker, popped the hood, did all this stuff to it, and we had to have a key made because whoever had the keys, I don't know who did, but we didn't have the keys. So, I hear it. So, yeah. So, we didn't have the key, so we had the key made, which is these two keys right here. Had them made, and then, we decided, hey, but okay. We decided to key made, and then I put a battery in it and all that other stuff. And then I pulled the friggin' air cleaner out, and it was full of rat turds, all of that friggin' crap. So what I did was clean that out, put a battery in it, cranked on it, and then cranked for about, I don't know, 5-6 seconds, something like that. Then it fired. Like it went, just like an old sitting since 2016 truck would be. So then I looked at the exhaust, and yet what it was doing was shooting out rat turds, mice, mouse houses. Yeah. So yeah. So that's what I was doing. Just rolling rat turds. So yeah. Then I put some little 31s on it, and those things were gone. They were so dry rot it wasn't even funny. So I just parked it because I was like, I'm done with these freaking tires. And then I made up my mind. I junked the old mud killer, which I'm still kind of sad about to this day. I mean, it had the same motor, but it sounded pretty good. It wasn't like all clappity clap, no exhaust. It sounded pretty good. I'm not 100% sure if it had a cam or what, or if it was just stock with some fancy exhaust. Yeah, it sounded pretty good. Put in 4 low, it was like didn't actually make the turbo down spool sound, but whatever. It was torquey in 4 low. So I was like, okay, we're gonna take the tires and stuff off of it. Well, I did, and I was actually what I was gonna do was I was gonna just take the doors off and the fenders and all that stuff, and then just make it into a little Jeepin' rig. Well, then time goes by. This Ford Bronco comes along, which I'll probably have future videos on it. Then I had an old tan Ford Ranger, and that thing was a hunk of junk. I mean, it was like an 07 Ford Ranger, and it didn't run worth a crap. It just did not like to run or drive. So, junked it and the mud killer. And so, yeah. Then, yeah. So it's still sitting there. And actually, same story with it. So yep. Yep. Basically it. Well, we didn't do this freaking stream for 42 minutes. I think I'm gonna get off here. You guys enjoyed. No people joined. And who cares? You can watch in the future if you want. But I think this is the freaking longest video we've had on the channel, like ever. I mean, yeah, so see y'all in the next video. See ya.